And imagine yourself perhaps wearing shorts and a t-shirt, standing barefoot on a beach. You're standing on the soft sand, and this beautiful white sand underneath your feet is crunchy. And if you dig your toes in, you can feel the coolness underneath. The breeze is playing with the hair on the nape of your neck and the back of your arms and your legs. And the sun is shining down across the back of your head and your shoulders. You feel energized. You feel alive. And the more deeply you breathe and enjoy this moment, the more you take in your surrounds. You can nearly smell the salt in the air. And if you listen carefully, you might hear a gull or two. Now starting to walk down this beautiful white soft sand, warm under your foot, the breeze across you and the sun shining on you. Your eye gazes out across the sand, around into a cove, and it drifts up to the mountain in the background with all sorts of different shades of beautiful green trees. It's lush and inviting, and the white sand creates nearly a border between this beautiful sparkling blue water and the darkness of the green trees. As you look at the water, it feels like it's alive and magical. It looks like there's thousands of diamonds sparkling and shining on the tips of each of the gentle little waves. And as your eye watches the waves gently lapping on the edge of the beach, you notice that the sand there is darker in colour because it's absorbed all that moisture. You're starting to walk down now onto that firmer sand, and you marvel. As you push your foot down onto that sand and you lift it up, look back down at your footprint. Your own personal, unique footprint that you've planted on this planet. Marvel at how it's moist around the edges where your foot has pushed the moisture out of the sand. Feel the firmness of the sand under your foot. And notice that the little grains are not clinging to your feet like they were up on the dry sand. As your eye wanders back out across the gentle lapping waves, further out there must perhaps be a sand dune or perhaps a rocky outcrop because the waves are crashing back down on themselves. There's foam shooting up into the air and spray, and there's those gulls we heard before. They're playing in those waves. They're diving down into it and then they're scooting back up into the sky. Some of them are floating with their pearly white wings in and out of different air currents. It's nearly comical to watch their actions. As you watch the gulls, and your eye drifts back down, you can see those waves coming back down on themselves in that beautiful white, magnificent, thunderous spray. And your eye drifts back across the thousands of diamonds sparkling on the calmer water, back to the edge of the shore. I'd like you to sit down, if you would please, just there on the edge, and put your bottom on the dry sand, but imagine that your feet are just in the edge of the water, and the beautiful cool waves are lapping around your toes. And beside you, you notice this perfect piece of driftwood. Just a small piece, but as you pick it up, you roll it round in your fingers. And it's like the shape of a pen or a pencil. And it's smooth, it's been rolled in the sand and it's been bleached by the sun. And it feels really smooth to touch. With this piece of driftwood, I'd like you to draw the number 5 in the sand. And the wave comes in and it washes number 5 away. And I'd like you to draw number 4 in the sand. And the wave comes in and washes number 4 away. Number 3, number 2, and finally you draw number 1 in the sand, and the wave comes in and washes number 1 away. As you're sitting there looking at the sand, you notice the millions of grains all clinging together, and each grain completely unique and different. Some are shiny, some are round, some are more square, some are pointy, some are broken up shell. And you can see that this beach is made up of millions and millions of unique individual grains of sand. And just lose your focus as you're looking at these grains of sand and think about your own uniqueness. Think about your own future. In fact, let's just gaze into 2009 and see around you all of those people that you love, those that are so special to you, and feel joy and happiness in your heart. Feel your heart brimming with love for these people who mean so much to you. Perhaps it's also a wonderful opportunity at the start of 2009 to think about those that perhaps you feel have done you wrong in the past, and allow yourself to still continue to feel the love in your heart for them, because we don't understand their struggles and their challenges and why they behaved in the way that they did. But take this opportunity to thank them for giving you more strength and more growth, and let them go. Look into your future now and see all of those things that you desire. Imagine all the things in 2008 that you feel really proud about, those tiny special moments where you did something really wonderful. Perhaps it was an act of kindness. Perhaps it was just an achievement you've been striving for. Perhaps it was something that you thought you just fluked, but it came out with a perfect outcome. Think about how you can grow and expand that magnificence into 2009. Imagine yourself in 2009 being more, doing more, achieving more of all that you desire. Allow yourself now to imagine and see yourself surrounded by the wealth that you require to be comfortable in what you do. Allow yourself now to see those people around you that you want to have in your future. Perhaps you can't identify faces, maybe you haven't met these people yet. But feel the love and the warmth and the generosity in your heart. Feel the contentment. Feel the excitement of what lies ahead of you. Because if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So as you imprint this future image out there, just now start to come back and focus on each individual grain of sand just on the beach beside you. And don't forget your own special uniqueness, that like each and every grain of sand, we too are only one of millions who make up this magnificent planet. That shoulder to shoulder we stand, and as we search and encourage and find more and more of like-minded people to join us in our future, then the more content we can be. And like each grain of sand, shoulder to shoulder making up this entire beach, You and your future dreams, your future challenges, your strength, your ability, creates a stronger belief in yourself. Your past achievements, no matter how small, that you can expand into greater achievements in 2009, will allow you to continue to have that amazing uniqueness on this planet. I'd like to send you endless love and light for 2009, and follow your dreams.